2006.
Okay. Wow, you're going back about 20 years.
Yeah, but see, for many years, but I never really was fully fledged in it. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
I would just play around,
Mm-hmm.
so to speak. I learned from some people. Then my sister, who's a certified Wiccan, that's why I was trying to follow her footsteps.
Mm-hmm. We know how that goes.
Be a certified Wiccan,
Mm-hmm.
but I never. I can't make it that far because I don't really need to.
Yeah, you don't. I was going to say, you don't need to go back to the Wiccan University for a, are you sure you don't need to go back to, they're going to offer you, they're going to get you a discount. Yeah.
Yeah, wait till it's a free discount.
But kick into modern times, when did you really start getting into looking into practice? Yeah, start looking into practicing it like you do every once in a while.
I would say, okay, I would play with it off and on.
Mm-hmm.
For the last since 2006 or 2005, something like that. I was playing, but I was just playing with it in the 1980s and off and on.
Wow.
And then, but I really started to do it pretty much consistently and vigorously, like really get into it 3 years ago.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
I mean, really concentrate in putting all my effort and belief in it and really taking it serious, because before I would just play with it, I would just fuck around with it here and there, because I learned from several ladies that would do casting, and but they did bad casting. They did very hurtful kind of casting towards people.
Oh, that's really freaky kind of to hear. And I know that part of your thing is you don't you only do it for the positive and don't do it for anything that could have a negative impact. God, what if you but a nuts? I would have been like running the other way knowing them, but you took what you could learn from them and you're trying to use it for the good. So
yeah, I did. Actually, I did learn from them, but they were always so dark magic. Real bad kind.
Fuck,
and
man.
I played around a little bit, dabbled a little bit with it, and because these are like from if you want a guy to come to your place and fuck you. That's honest to God. One night I went to my girlfriend's house. I used to babysit for her, and I was like about 13, and she had a pot on the stove, and I said, "Oh, I thought she always cooks. She makes great spaghettis and stews and stuff like that." So I went to the stove and I opened the pot. I said, "Oh, Dolly, what are you making?" And I was stirring it because I had the ladle on the side. I looked at it, stirred, and it was looked like soup. So she said, "Oh, don't touch that." And I go,
I'm afraid to ask what was it. I'm afraid to ask what the hell was it. Yeah.
I usually help her cook, when I go there, because I used to babysit for her. And then when I stuck there later and I pull it up, it had the guy's underwear in it.
The what?
I said, it had a man's underwear.
Oh, God. Hey, I didn't do it, man. It wasn't me. I'm good. Yeah, sister, I didn't mean to. God damn, really poor guy.
She started laughing. She said, "I'm gonna teach you something."
No, I bet.
Because she taught me a few other things for casting, but wearing a man's underwear with all kind of stuff in it and spices.
I don't know what that poor bastard did, but I wouldn't want to be what he was in for afterward.
It was for the guy to not want to fuck anybody else but her.
Oh. Yeah, I mean, believe me, any girl that I'm ever with or with in the future have been, let me just say out there that, you don't need that. I've got to be faithful. I'm not, you don't need to boil a pair of my underwear and fucking boil my dick.
He was not faithful.
Oh, okay.
He fooled around a lot, and I knew too, because I used to see him. I used to see him when I go out. And the one time I went to the mall, and I was like 13. And I saw him with another girl, and I was thinking, that's Sam.
Yeah, well, it is fucked up. But I mean, was he trying to run game on her too? Then I mean, it wasn't like where she just was into him, and he was like whatever.
She knew he was fooling around with a lot of girls,
Right, but was he trying to tell her that he liked her and all that?
She put a spell on it.
Right, but was she okay? But what I'm getting at, was he also telling her that he was all up on her? Was he all up on her tip, or was he like whatever, and she just liked him and did this?
he denied and hid it.
Oh, okay, so he was all, yeah, well, hey
everybody
man, you
knew.
get what you put. Dude, hey bro, I could have warned you. Fuck.
Well, I told her. Well, I never told her I saw him at the mall with another girl. I never. But she already knew because other people saw him several places, and everybody knew he fooled around. Everybody. He's a playboy, in that area. And so, so she was boiling his underwear, and then she told me,
wonderful.
That Sam's underwear. I go, I would think so. And she go, this is what you do if you want a guy to only, come back and fuck you. Only fuck you.
That's pretty wild, man.
I remember I didn't know too much about fucking that. I was only like 13.
Yeah.
And I wanted to get fucked because I had that urges in between my legs, but I didn't know what to do with it.
Oh no.
And she was telling me about it, I was like, Tony, I don't know all that kind of stuff, And so she told me about the underwear, and he'll come back and she's the one that taught me how to do a blow job.
No, God, no. We don't. Yeah, we don't. Yeah, no. Hey, back on track with the casting thing, though. So.
Because I told you when I found out that a guy was eating that girl in a car, eating her pussy, I said, ew.
Mm-hmm.
I said, that's filthy. Why would you want to do that? Oh my God, it's horrible. I was young.
Wow, you really hadn't been around the block yet by that time. I take it you really didn't know why or how. Okay, well.
No, I didn't know too much. Well, like I told you, when I didn't know that when you have sex, you can actually put your cock inside a hole. I thought it was just rubbing on the top of you.
I tell you were what? How old now?
How old I was
when you figured? I mean, you were still how old? You were like 13, and you still didn't realize this yet, or you just were starting to realize that whatever it is you just said.
I didn't know. I thought you just rub.
Oh yeah. Okay, fair enough.
And I didn't know it goes inside.
Yeah.
I didn't know that it goes in your pee.
Well, you've got a few kids. You've got a few kids. I know you since figured that out though, so that's good.
Well, yeah, of course.
Yeah, but so.
I didn't know.
Okay, so what ends up happening to this dude? You're right. What did anything end up happening to this dude? Did his shit fall off? What happened to him? Did anything go down with him? Do we know? I mean, really, do we?
I'm embarrassed to tell you, honey, but I thought that's the way you do. You just rub.
No, I know, right? I get that you thought that was the case, but I mean, this dude here that got his fucking underwear boiled, did he go back and did he come back to her start singing, I don't know if it's cloudy or light or dark, I only have eyes for you, or some bullshit like that? Did he come back singing that or what? No?
Yeah, he came back several times.
Oh, I'm sure several being the key operative word.
Yeah, he came a lot of times and he stayed.
I bet he did.
There for a whole month.
Well, wonderful.
Anyway, he just stayed there. The only time he went out was to go work and then come back.
Oh, of course. Good for go make that
it works.
GTA.
It works. That's what you do. And I said, I don't know if I could ever want to do that to a guy because he's like under a spell. I don't think I want somebody like that under a spell. But then again, who knows if I get fucked?
Well, then what in the fuck? Yeah, shit, lady. You know why you did it. But back to now, when you cast, I found it interesting that you were talking about how you conform them to their spiritual beliefs a little bit. Like if they're really deeply fundamentally religious, or if they're whatever they may be into spiritually, New Age or whatever it could be, Buddha.
Casting?
When you're casting for people in particular, you really.
Actually, what it is when you cast, from what I learned from being a Wiccan, is you sending it out to the universe. You send it out to the collective consciousness of everything, everybody and everything. I mean, it's one big consciousness, right?
Yeah.
The collective is just all over, right? So you sending it out there, and they to the universe, to Mother Earth. Mother is, she's powerful. She's so alive and so powerful.
Right.
And so is the universe. And then you send it to your God and Jesus, who you believe is God and Jesus.
They work like a team, kind of. It's a team thing.
I believe that God is not just one person. It's actually the universe and Mother Earth. It's combined. It's everything.
It's all like a big team, but yet one. It's a big team, but like one, right? Kind of, yeah.
Right. Yeah. So when you do, oh, ow, shit.
Oh, don't let the bed bugs bite. Yeah, but anyway, so when you do what?
When you do a casting, you requesting something. You're asking. That's why I do the short version. I do short casting, but it's been pretty powerful.
Yeah.
I mean, it's been working for me. I mean,
yeah.
I have not seen anything that didn't come together of the form that I'm asking.
Well, your clients seem happy, right? At least that, without really going into it, your clients seem happy. I've seemed happy that you could tell, right?
Well, nobody ever came back and said it didn't work.
Well, that's bad. No news is that's positive. You ever heard the saying, "No news is good news"?
Look what I prayed for Zane to have comfort.
Yeah, the dog. Yeah.
And comfort, and the news came back from the doctor. Good news, she said,
so this dog had these tumors, right? Yeah, that dog had these tumors. How are they doing?
These tumors are not. It's tumors, but it's too big. But it's not in the way of his organs, so he's fine.
Oh,
and
great!
They're shrinking it. They're gonna give him medication to try shrink it, so it won't get into close to his organs. His liver, all his organs, his liver, and all that is fine.
Because at first you thought he was too. They weren't gonna.
Yeah, they weren't. Rest of his life.
They weren't going to be able to operate on him, and I got the impression that it was kind of maybe terminal at first.
Don't have to. They don't have to operate on it. It's not in a danger. And that's freaking good news.
That is great news. Yeah, that's really good. That is really delightful news to hear. I was worried. I was like, God, why'd you have to tell me about it?
To make a loan for the surgery.
Yeah.
If he had to have it, but the doctor said he's too old to have it, so that was a scare. But when it test came back, the doctor said, "I had good news for you."
Oh, thank God! Yeah.
Called her.
I was almost resentful when you told me about the story. I'm like, please don't tell me about a dog dying. I know you're dealing with it directly, but God damn it, I can't handle hearing about another puppy dog dying. But he was 13. But I'm so glad to hear this because this is really good news.
When she told me, I cried too because
I was like,
so happy
that
I felt like I said, I don't know, Danny. I did casting for him and say, for 2 nights. For him to have comfort.
Oh.
And less painful, and
it worked.
Comfort, healing, and less pain. And she said he's okay now because she's been giving him his medicine, and he looks so much better because he's not in pain. And she's not now, and he looked like he was happy. I heard him barking earlier.
Oh, that's amazing.
Yeah, and they were getting ready to go to bed, and I heard him barking. I said, he's barking. He sounded like he was happy, barking like because the daddy came home, because Jeff came home. And he was all happy. I could tell they bark when they barking when Ginny and Jeff come home. The barking is different.
Phenomenal.
Mommy and Daddy's on you. They're all happy. So I was happy that that she said, "Thank you, Mommy." I said, "You're welcome, honey." I said,
Well,
we're talking about casting, and I said, everybody asked me, how do you do it? It's not me. I'm not doing anything. I'm just a messenger.
Mm-hmm.
But it works. I said, I can't tell you how it works. I don't know how it actually works. But what it is you're asking for, help. You're asking. So my casting, when I start up, I pray. And I know how you feel about praying. So I don't care. I'm just going to tell you what I do.
I know. Go for it. Yes.
So I write out of my prayer papers. I write by what I want, what I not want, what I'm asking. So I pray to Mother Earth, the universe, and my God, and my Jesus. And I ask, and I simple thing. I said, I'm asking, and I believe, and I'm receiving. In other words, I'm here to receive it, or whoever I'm casting for will receive it. And then I put down what I want, like, I'm asking for comfort. This is for Zay and Zay, and I tell a little bit what he has. And please provide him with comfort, with healing, with something. Just another white ball just went right past my face again.
Oh wow.
I think I know it's algae because it just flies back and forth all over me. It's
gotta be.
It's like something right by my eyes.
The orbs would do that to me too. Yeah, of course they do. That's how they let you know they're just hanging out.
Yeah, that's how he lets me know that I hear what you're saying, Sue. So here I am.
Yeah.
So I ask for comfort and healing, for less pain, to provide him with that, And then, and I put a little bit of other things like, and then I thank, all Mother Earth, the universe, and God and my God and my Jesus, and then at the end I just put Amen. It's like a prayer for me. I put Amen, and I put it a certain way, and I put it up to the universe, and then I burn it. But I put things in it, like I put lavender, I put rose petals. That's always good for love.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And I have all kinds of herbs that comes in this kit, and then I put oils, essential oils in it, and all the oils is different, and then I have little crystals, and every bead of the crystals, there's something that brings in. Sometimes it brings in, prosperity. Sometimes it brings success, love, and I put a lot of stuff. I always put a lot of love into my counseling, and then I also put black salt. And I also put tall water. I sprinkle a little tall water, and then I burn it, and it just burns real good. And then when I'm burning it, I repeat what I'm doing, what I'm saying, and I repeat it like 3 times.
Okay.
3 is infinite. I always believe in 3.
3 is the magic number.
Yeah. Oh, guess what? Another person died.
Who?
But he's famous in Samoa. He's a famous singer in Samoa. He's only 55 years old.
Oh my God, no, Don Ho died? Oh, fuck, Don. Are you telling me Don Ho died?
No, I mean, he's not Don Ho. He's a Samoan singer, entertainer, and artist and entertainer from Samoa.
Oh.
The Samoan people just love him, so they're all in mourning right now.
Okay.
He died this afternoon. Janine she said, Mommy, Fiji? I go, you know what's funny? I just met him online.
Really?
Just the other month. Because Janine...
Who, Don Ho or this guy from Samoa?
His name is Fiji.
Oh, this guy. Okay, right.
Yeah. Okay, so she goes and she do an event for the Samoan people, their culture, and their festival. And he's one of the entertainers, and everybody loved him. So she had posted when they were at the event, and she posted someone on the stage singing, and that was him. Yeah. So I looked at it, and I went and I saw several other songs that he wrote, and I love it. Great songs. Okay. And so I joined. I'm not joined, but I said, loving your songs.
Yeah. I'm sure they were better than Don Ho, but that's
something. I would like to hear more one day. I hope to come to your concert. Yeah. And then he wrote privately to me. He said, "Hi, Karen. How long have you been a fan of mine? Thank you so much for putting nice comments on my page." Yeah. And I said, "Hi, Fiji. Nice to meet you. I haven't been a fan long. I just been a fan just recently because I didn't. I wasn't following your culture and your songs until my daughter had hosted for your guys' festival with the Samoans." He said, "Oh yeah, I know Pineapple Whip." I said, "Yeah, that's my daughter and my son-in-law." And he said, "Well, I'm so glad to meet you, and thank you for liking my songs. And I hope one day when you come out to the festival, I can meet."
It's a small world.
I would love that. Yeah. And that was him. And I told Ginny, "Who's this guy? His songs are so beautiful." And she goes, "That's Fiji." So tonight when she came out, she said, "Mom, Fiji?" I go, "He's the Samoan guy, right? From Samoa." She goes, "Yeah." I said, "He plays the ukulele or the guitar." She goes, "Yeah." She goes, "The one that you talk to? That we always go to his event." I go, "Yeah." She goes, "He passed away today." I said, "Oh my God." She goes, "He was only 55, Mom."
God.
And she doesn't know why he died. I said, what did he die from? And she said, "We don't know. All I know is the news just went like wildfire all around to the vendors.
God, I never.
That host their events and their festivals." She said, "Everybody's in mourning." I said, "Oh," I looked at his videos. He has a fucking large crowd that goes to see him. A lot of fans.
And it just goes to show you never know. I mean, I bet he never personally thought that Don Ho would outlive him, but I mean, it's really something. Yeah, and I bet the fans are really mourning for him.
I know Don Ho's daughter only.
Oh, really?
Yeah, but I don't know. I never met
him. I only know Donovan that sing Mellow Yellow and Sunshine Superman and Season of the Witch. But yeah, okay, that's cool. That must,
yeah. I know who he is.
Oh, yeah.
I love that song, Season of the Witch.
Yeah. Well, I'm glad that you. Wow. Okay. Well, it seems like.
Anyway, I'm sorry.
No, go ahead. Yeah, you have more. Go ahead.
Oh, I was telling you about my girlfriend who taught me about casting.
Yeah, let's hear about her.
I didn't think about it until later.
Yeah.
And then because I knew several ladies who do, but they're all dark magic. They're dark casting. And I said,
Boy, that's great
I
to
didn't
hear.
really want to learn too much of that because I don't like doing dark things to people. So later on, I found out.
No shit. Because I don't like them. I can agree because I don't like having them done on me, and you don't like doing them. I don't like having them done on me. So yeah, go ahead. What about this? What did this chick say?
Why were you laughing though?
Because I was thinking, yeah, well, I don't like having them done on me. You're like, I don't like doing dark magic on people. I'm like thinking, yeah, I don't like having them done on me. But go ahead. What about this chick?
I forgot.
That one that taught you the dark mat, that was into the dark.
Oh,
yeah.
All dark magic.
Mm.
And I didn't know you could do good magic.
Well, hey, with good friends, who needs enemies, huh?
Oh, and then I learned my sister is a witch. She's my older sister.
Yeah,
and she said, Sue, no, there's not only black magic, there's white magic too. And I said, what the hell is white magic? And I was just a teenager, And
Larry Locken. Anyway, go ahead.
Good magic. That's why I started learning a little bit. So I would play around once in a while, but I didn't really get into it until 3 years ago when I came back to Hawaii. Well, I knew I was doing a little bit in Mexico.
Yeah.
With Dave. I mean, not with Dave, but when I was with
Dave. Not to Dave either, I hope. Oh, no, the good stuff. Yeah, sorry. You're right. The good magic. Go ahead.
When I moved back, I'm sorry, when he passed away, and I came back to Hawaii, I was really depressed and down, so I started thinking, wow, life sucks.
Yeah, I've thought that time too.
I hated everything. I hated every fucking thing. And I got real bad because I was like, I didn't care about anything. I didn't care. I wanted to just die soon,
Yeah.
I kept saying, every night I would pray that, take me now, please take me now.
Would you be wearing one of those shirts around that I used to tell you about a little bit, and it said on there, I wish life were over with already. I wish life would hurry up and get over.
Yeah,
no, kind of.
Yeah, there's because that was their name.
Yeah.
You told me about that.
Yeah, but I mean, did you feel like that kind of was it that kind of depression? I mean, because I've been there too, dude. It's like, fuck.
Oh, yeah, it was an everyday depression of, I didn't care about anything.
So you started doing,
but when I was the first month I was there, I didn't sleep for 5 days.
So you could have you would have had the perfect reasoning to start doing black magic on motherfuckers then. I mean, so look at that, speaks to how good you are because you're doing white magic and helping. But yeah, I mean,
Yeah, I wanted to, but I wouldn't because when I found out, I was a seer in 2010.
Yeah.
The end of 2010 is when I met Steve, and he was, I didn't meet him by accident. I mean, yeah.
You didn't run into his car on the freeway, is what you're saying. Yeah, right.
He came to me because he knew about me since he was a young boy. He knew about me since he was like 9 or 10 years old.
Well, you were a celebrity over there in Hawaii.
Well, no.
Well, he knew about it. Well, he knew about you on a spiritual level, not like he knew who you were. He hadn't heard of you actually. No,
he knew about me from when he was 9 or 10 years old. From the elders that told him when you get to be an adult, they trained him to become the one day you're going to be the top, the high chief of the medicine of a medicine man.
Right.
Or the
So he knew this spiritually from the elders. He hadn't seen you in concert or anything when he was 9 years old to hear about you. He knew from the elders you were going to be coming into his life.
Yeah, he was telling me the story when he was young, and they told him that when you get older, because they train him.
Yeah.
And they training him to be the next of the what do you call that, of the medicine man from his
I wouldn't. I'm not one, so I wouldn't know.
The uncle and everything.
Not officially.
That he was the next in line. He is now.
Yeah.
They told him, they had predicted and told him certain things that would happen in his life. And one of them was when he gets to be an older, he's going to meet this lady.
Some kooky Hawaiian chick.
And they described me to him when he was little. And they reminded him again as time went by, as when he became a teenager, a young adult, and on. And you know, they reminded him that he's going to be the main one to go to help her, which was me.
He's going to be the main mofo as far as that job goes.
That was his, what they say, I'm not sure, quest, but that was
Vision Quest. It's called a Vision Quest. If it's what the tribes do, yeah. They're really radical to go on.
It's one of his great things that he's going to have to help somebody who's going to have to. See, this is what he said. I'm going to have to help you because you were put here to greatness, for something. I don't know what it is, but I have to help you to teach you what you have. So when it comes to you, you're going to be able to know that you're going to have to do something.
You better make it quick.
That's why when I told him about the spirits and LG and the orbs, he said, "That's your greatness, Karen." He goes, "Remember when I told you that when I met you?" I go, "Yeah." He goes, "What you said to me when you said you're put here for greatness?" I said, "Oh, great." And he laughed.
Well, he was right, though. He was right. He was right,
said,
man.
"Oh, great."
Yeah, he was right, totally, though. Fucking A, he was right, and then some.
Yeah, but when I told him, "Steve, you're not going to believe what happened to me," and I told him,
I'm
said,
sure he did.
God.
I bet he believed it, though. I guarantee the man believed
what
it.
I told you?
Yeah.
You're put here for greatness. I go, yeah. We laughed. He goes, "You remember what you said when I told you you're put here for greatness? What you said?" I go, "Yeah."
Yeah, I doubt he was that shocked. I never met the man, but I'm going to go out on a limb and say he wasn't that fucking surprised when you told him.
He was surprised what it was for.
Oh,
but
really?
He wasn't surprised that I was going to be doing,
I wouldn't have been.
I was going to be put in for something that I was going to help in the spiritual world. And that's why he said, he was the one that helped me saying, "What do you need to take for Wiccan? Why do you need to take all those classes in the Wiccan University for what?" I go to certificate.
Yeah, amen to that. Amen to that.
"Do you need it?" I said, "I want to have it." He goes, "For what?" "I want to put them on my wall."
Yeah.
He said, "What good is that going to do sitting on the wall? Why do you want to display it?"
You know, dude, I'll tell you the truth. The only two things I would have done different than this guy, honestly, is I would have been like, when you told me about the spiritual thing, what really happened, I would not have been fucking surprised at all. And when you told me about the certificates, I would have said, "Okay, I'll tell you what, Karen, I will draw or type out a bunch of them for you and make up a fucking." I mean, I really would have humored you to that extreme. You know, he didn't have probably time for that bullshit, but I did.
I told him I could print one out and draw my own.
Yeah, I would have said, "I'll tell you what, Karen, you're in luck. You're just so in luck."
You don't need it.
Yeah.
Yeah, will you draw one for me?
Yeah, absolutely. Any of them. Do you want to have several courses? I can give you ones for each course that you took and passed. I can give you one overall for the whole fucking degree. I mean, yeah, you name it, I'll specialize it.
I just need one.
Yeah, I needed one to say you completed the whole thing, I'll fine. But yeah, if you want a whole wall full of them, I'll get you a whole wall. Fuck yeah, you can have a whole wall behind you when you're talking of them. Fuck, all the same logo and different ones. Oh, yeah.
So how he met me was, we were already friends.
Right.
On Facebook, because he would every now and comment something on me, you know, like nice picture, Karen, or something. And so he was my friend for like, when I looked at we were friends like about 6 years before he knew I was the girl. So one day he said he was sitting in the kitchen and he had his laptop up and open.
And he started typing out degrees for you.
He was on my profile, and my picture was on it. Then the mom and the grandmother and the elders. Yeah. They came in. I forget. He said that there's 12 elders of the aunts and uncles and all the older people. They came in.
Those old motherfuckers.
Looking, they said to him, "Steve, who's that? Who's that girl?" And he goes, "Oh, that's my friend Karen."
Who's that lady?
And she said, "She's such a nice person, and she take great pictures." Yeah. You know, then I was posting a lot of pictures of birds. Bird crazy for
if you like lens flare.
And then they looked at the picture. They looked at him, and then they looked at each other. The grandmother goes, "That's the girl that that we told you about from when you were little, when you were young.
Yeah.
That's who you're gonna meet. You're gonna have to help her. She needs help right now because something happened to her. She's confused. You're gonna have to."
How mind blowing! These were the same elders that had told him this shit all those years ago.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah, that'd be a trip. That would really be a trip to have happen.
And he said he told them, "How do you know she's the one?" They said, "Look at her. How do you remember how we described her?"
Yeah, and it's weird they bring it up. Yeah, after bringing it up all those years, I bet it was really trippy to him.
She's a little lady with long black hair, not white skin, not black skin, in the middle kind of color.
Yeah.
And her eyes are not really slant, not real round, but kind of in the middle, almond.
Yep.
And she has a very small, petite face and small nose.
Wow, that's a fucking that's one hell of a coincidence.
And she has a beautiful smile, and she has eyes that you cannot take your eyes off of her when you look at her. That's what he was telling me. Yeah. And I said, but you get that a lot, so But yeah, about the can't take their eyes off you. You from when I was maybe 9 or 10 years old. They told me about you. Yeah. They had a vision that's what I was put here for, was to help you. Because later in your life, you're gonna do something of greatness. Yeah. That's why they have to move you. That's why how many times I got sick and I thought I was gonna die. So many times I never leave. I'm still here. Me too.
Not quite like you went through with that. Not quite like what you went through with those months down there. But yeah. I know. Yeah. Me too. And there's shit I should have done. I mean, just not really anything that would make anything earth shaking if anybody heard that. Like, but just shit that it should have turned out sideways for me, but it didn't.
I was blown away when he told me that. I said, "No way, Steve, no way." And he goes, "Karen, yes, believe me." And he didn't. He goes, I told the elders, I don't know how to approach her because we're just friends on Facebook. And the mom said to him that you're going to have to help her now. You're going to have to guide her.
Tell her you had a vision of her.
He told me that, 2 months before that, I had an awakening with Jesus. I saw Jesus with that rock and on the clouds, in the sky. And when he told me, he said, "Did something happen to you recently that you just so confused about?" I said, a lot of things. He goes, first he just said, "Hi, I like your pictures," and just kind of like casual talking. And then he said, "Karen, I have something to ask you. Can I ask you 3 questions?" I go, "What is this, a test?" And he laughed. He goes, "Kind of like, but would you be willing to answer me?" I said, "Sure." And then he said, "Did something happen to you recently that you're very confused about?" I said, "Yes." He said, "And did something happen to you not of the norm? I'm talking about something that is unexplainable and kind of like have a divine, divine, what is it? Like a divine situation that's in it." He said something, a word, but it's kind of like, a happening, like an event, or not event, but it's a different word.
Event, you could say event.
But it's spiritually like
an awakening, awakening.
Yeah. But he didn't use the word awakening. But that's what later on I found out.
An epiphany, you're right. Something like that was something that didn't happen every day. To tell you something, to put it mildly, something that didn't happen every fucking day. Gotcha. Yeah.
Because I don't have answers for it, and I'm confused, and I was scared, and I was crying. He said, and the third question is, "Were you trying to look for somebody to help you?" I said, "Yeah, I was trying to look for somebody for just give me answers." And I said, "Yeah," and he goes, "Okay. Do you know why I'm asking you these questions?" I said, "No." "You kind of know, yeah?" He said, "Because I'm the one who's here to help you." I said, "Get out of here." He said, "Can I call you?" And I said, "Sure." So we talked that way. I said, "No way, Steve." He said, "Yeah, Karen, I knew about you from when I was 9, 10 years old." The elders, he told me he was Navajo from the reservations.
Yeah, and you could feel when it's true. When you hear somebody tell you that it's being real like that, they're being real. I mean, you could have 100 other motherfuckers say about half that, and be like, "Fuck, dude, get the fuck out of town." But then when you hear somebody that really is that, it gets your feeling.
Nose,
Yeah, you know, yeah. Yeah, and he was not even one of those dudes that was like wanting to totally go there. You know, the elders had to talk him into it. It sounds like because he wasn't gonna he didn't really want to just come out to you and go, hey man, check this out. You know what I mean?
He said he knew about it from
Yeah.
way back when he was young. But in
Right.
order to approach me, he knew about it for like 3 months before he finally decided that he got to help me because they kept telling him, "You need to help her. You need to help her."
That's what I'm saying. He wasn't. He was like, "Fuck, man." I mean, I don't blame him though. I'd have been apprehensive too.
When he told me, and that's what blew me away because
I wouldn't.
It's so real because I was having a hard time for like 4 months.
You know, I've heard so many things about people like that before, like that I've known in the pages and other groups and shit, right? And I went not quite, maybe close to the epiphany that he had and that thorough, but not almost not quite, just little kind of ones here and there. And then, but I didn't want to tell people because. Like him, I mean, you know, how do you approach somebody with that? And I don't want to sound good because most people that come up with that kind of shit or something like it, you stereotypically think is feeding you a line of bullshit, trying to get something out of you, right? So he was like, "Fuck, dude." He wanted to make sure, he wanted to make sure he put it just right to you, and I can feel a little bit of the tension in his voice when he's asking you this.
I got comfortable with
talking to him. It was hard for him to probably type those questions. Even he's like, "Fuck, man, okay, yeah."
I didn't know how to approach you without coming on too strong, thinking that I was trying to flirt with you and stuff like that. And I said, I understand the word. I totally understand. And thank you for being honest with me and straightforward to me because there's nothing like, you know, I put the cards on the table right away when I meet someone because, you know, exactly. He said the right thing. Didn't want you to think he was coming on to him. I mean, I probably could have saved a couple of chicks' lives before actually this is Saturday, but I of telling them something. But one, it was like, fuck, they're not going to believe it. Two, dude, I don't want to give the slightest fucking impression that I'm coming on to them. So I'm not going to, plus I can't prove it. I can't prove it, so I'm not going to say nothing. And, you know, and now but I don't feel bad about it because, dude, there's nothing that then they would have had to fucking believe me too. Then three, then after that, they would have had to go through with it. So, and you gotta have trust.
And I get it happens all the time, really, and I just don't say shit to people as bombastic as I am. I don't put it out there like that because, you know, why? Why do it? Because I'm not, you know, it doesn't mean any really thing to me, so fuck it.
Yeah, so what he did was we talked for quite a while, for a few weeks, before he asked, can I take you on as a student? Will you accept me as your guide and your teacher? And because I was talking to you for like at least maybe close to 3 months. And then we were like just talking anything. He said, you could ask me anything you want, talk about anything. And I was supposed to study with him every night for like an hour and a half, or maybe 2. We talked for 5-6 hours. We talked till the sun come up, and he's like, I can't even stop talking to you, Karen.
Oh, wow.
And I said, are you charging me for this?
Yeah, really, no shit, dude. It's by the minute. The meters. I would have said, the meter's running.
I passed the hour, and we go down our second hour, and he just goes, "Oh, really? You keeping track?" I go, well, "Yeah," because I thought I was because he charges for classes.
Yeah, well, I don't blame him. I would too. He's a smart man.
And I said, "Do I have to pay?"
Yeah, the meter's running.
He said, "Karen, you're not a paying student. You're a student that needs my guidance."
You know what? You just hit on something.
You're gonna do something that's gonna be great in your life.
You just hit on something though. This guy,
whatever, you know?
This guy would do something like this. Check this out. This guy charges, right? So what he's telling you right there is he does this for people that he knows are for the betterment of the overall of humanity's future, right? It ain't about getting down anybody's pants. It ain't about fucking sucking up to anybody. For him, it's about the betterment of humanity. Of course, he's going to get his. He's going to charge somebody. But if he runs into people, the rare people like you, he's going to be like, look, man, it's in my best interest. It's in everybody's best interest if I can just help you out without even, we're not talking about the charges. You know, if you want, you know, whatever. If a donation came or something, fuck that shit. Other than that, dude, we don't want to talk about money.
His mission for his life to do.
Right, but he ain't an idiot either. If it's going to cost him his time where people aren't going to listen several times over or whatever, or get it, he's going to charge, dude. And I don't blame the man. I mean, you've got to.
And I wish I had accepted the invitation with the elders.
Yeah.
Because they told him to bring her here and we'll train her to Navajo with the traditional. I have all the prayers. I have it with me right here. The Navajo, their traditional way from thousands and thousands of centuries back from their people. And they don't do that to anybody. It's kept within the line of the Navajo. But when the kids started not wanting to learn because they were into games and technology and all that kind of stuff, they opened it up to other people that want to learn.
What a brilliant open-minded concept. You know what?
Tradition secrets.
Hold on a second.
Passed on for generations of their line.
You know what?
And opened it up. So they opened it up and offered me if I wanted.
Yeah.
Not offered me. Told me come up and they'll teach me.
But you know what? Hold up. Come up for air for a second, yo. Hey, check it out though. They just hit upon something. Check this out. Okay, so the natural reaction would have been for those elders, if they were typical older human beings, right? Because that's how we are. They would have been like, oh, those kids in those video games, we got to get them back. And then they might have even been like, oh, we got to get them out of those games and get them more back into the indigenous that we used to be like. They're like, fuck that. No, they're there who they are. What we're going to do, though, is we're going to open it up. We're going to open it up to other people, so we'll have enough people to come see it, but because if we draw from everyone out there, the whole collective of human beings, there'll be people that will want to come in and do it. So why don't we want people that want to be here? But it's not a slam on those kids. They're not sitting there dissing on the kids that are futuristic and doing their stuff because they're cool too. Yeah. What a concept that is, that they're willing to like, okay, we're just gonna, yeah, man, let's show everybody what it's like then. And I mean, because they know, look, here's the bottom line to the whole thing. Those kids, right, that they're talking about just in their community, right? They already fucking know. They already fucking know it. Yeah, they already fucking know. So why not open up and educate the masses? And what a fucking concept, don't you think?
And keep the practices still going, you
know? Yeah, it doesn't matter what color. If you want to practice, yeah, no shit, man. Yeah, and what gets me is, man, what a concept.
You know, but they told, see, bring her here and we'll train her for 3 months. And then they said, no, we'll train her for 6 months. And I had room and board and meals. I didn't have to pay anything. They wanted me to go there and they would have paid everything for me because they felt like I would have been a good student to train and to teach them their traditional heritage, their rituals of their culture, because I had these special gifts, and that's why they wanted to train me, and I turned it down. I feel bad now, but they accepted. They said, no problem. Steve, he was disappointed because he really wanted to meet me in person, but he said, Karen, you just follow your heart. You follow your heart.
Okay, what would it?